Hi everyone, welcome to the Farnborough Airshow 2024. We're delighted to be in the Atkins Realis Chalet and delighted also to be joined by Danny Kamenecka, Senior Business Development Manager at Blueshift, where we're going to talk a little bit more about the airshow, what Blueshift has got in store for this year. So Danny, great to have you with us again. Can you tell our audience a little bit more about yourself and the role within the company?
Absolutely, yeah. Great to be here, Jason. Thanks so much. So my role at Blueshift, I'm a business development manager, primarily working with many different engineers across eVTOL companies, AAM, aerospace defense, utilizing our different thermal protection systems for commercial programs, but also with a bunch of development programs, kind of these next generation systems, really trying to promote advanced air mobility from a lightweighting perspective.
Excellent. And Danny, I believe it's 2 years since you were at Farnborough in 2022. Blueshift had a booth. What's changed in those 2 years? I know you're here not in a booth capacity, but sort of checking around, and thankfully it's much more cooler. The grey skies are a little bit ominous over in the distance, but what has changed since sort of you were last here in 2022?
Absolutely. Well, you hit the first thing. For one, the heat. It's great to be here where it's not record heat in the UK. No, but all kidding aside, it's been really interesting to see the growth of advanced air mobility in general, but certainly at the show. 2 years ago, it was more of an introduction to something new, something futuristic. A couple of the successful advanced air mobility companies had some prototype vehicles, but this year, all of the major players have their aircrafts here. There's such a wider presence of different companies supporting directly advanced air mobility as opposed to aerospace. So it's been great to see the growth of the industry.
Excellent stuff. And we had a great conversation on a podcast a few weeks ago as well. But for those of our audience who might not be familiar, are you able to share a little bit more about Blueshift, the company, its core products, especially for advanced air mobility, but also there's other expert sectors that Blueshift is in as well?
Absolutely. So Blueshift, our specialty is thermal protection systems. So we make an ultra lightweight technology that can be used for thermal protection on aircrafts, but also for defense platforms, lightweight electronics or medical devices, applications where space and weight is a premium. So we can layer these products with different sorts of metals, heat reflectors, heat spreaders, RF transparent materials, really to design different products to specific customer application requirements.
Excellent. And we talked then about advanced mobility, how it seems to get bigger and bigger each air show. So Dubai, Farnborough as well. For you as a company, how important are these air shows in terms of bringing the value, I guess, from a customer, new customers' perspective, but also existing customers? Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the impact and importance of these kinds of air shows from a company's point of view.
Absolutely. I think Farnborough is a wonderful air show because it really captures the smaller groups in advanced air mobility and aerospace, but also the major players, so to see everybody interact. And just like you're saying, it's so important for all of us to be able to be in one space as a company that's based in the United States but supports customers all over the world. It's really helpful to have a centralized location where everybody's traveling in, all sharing knowledge, the technical sessions where we can all just kind of get together, learn about new developments in advanced air mobility, kind of where the future lies, but it's just exciting to be able to be in one place, and having a show that captures all that is so important.
Awesome. And talking of shows, I understand Blueshift are going to be at Paris Air Show in 2025. Can you tell our audience a little bit more, what have you got planned in store for 2024, but then also a little bit more, if you can reveal any details of what's in store for Blueshift at the Paris Air Show next year?
Absolutely, yeah. So we're really excited to be exhibiting at Paris Air Show next year. In between now and then, we have a few composite shows that we're looking to exhibit at, looking at potentially unveiling some new partnerships with advanced air mobility groups, some other defense groups. As many of you guys know, we're currently working with Lilium, but we're excited to be working with all different advanced air mobility groups. So Paris Air Show is going to be another opportunity to get together with most powerful minds in aerospace, and we're looking forward to being there.
Awesome. And then just finally, Danny, any final thoughts you wanted to share with our audience as well? Always great catching up as well with you and the team at Blueshift, but any other final thoughts about the air show or anything that you wanted to cover off before we finish?
Yeah, sure, Jason. It's really exciting to be in such an innovative industry as advanced air mobility. Like I said, it's a treat to be able to come out to the UK and visit with customers from all over the globe. And we're just happy to be a part of such an empowering movement.
Excellent. Danny, always a pleasure catching up. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Jason.